A number of people have asked me about joining the Youth Cycling Association, and so I figured I would just do a short video and provide you a little bit more information. I'm Sean Wilson. I'm the president and founder of the Youth Cycling Association, and really what we are is a networking organization for coaches and clubs and parents and others who are interested in youth being involved in the sport of cycling, both for transportation, recreation, as well as competition, which is most of where we focus our efforts. A lot of us are grounded in long-term athlete development and the idea that we can bring these elements to our sport and provide a positive environment for growth of the kids as they move through our sport, and that these things will help them out for their lifetime. In terms of the specific goals of the Youth Cycling Association, beyond just having more kids riding bikes and having fun riding bikes, it's really driven by our community and by those who choose to interact with the network. And so the initiatives that we choose is based on the passion and knowledge base of those who choose to be involved. And whether or not those initiatives cross the finish line depends on how much effort we're willing to put into this. We do have quite an extensive network that throughout our nation as well as internationally. And so we have a lot of information we can draw from and a lot of expertise and knowledge. We have not really chosen to find funding yet for our various initiatives. Once we have dedicated action plans for specific things that require funding, we will then go out and find the funds to be able to perform those tasks, whatever they happen to be. In terms of what's coming up for our agenda for 2022 and beyond, the amount of time and effort that you put into these things, it's really dependent on how much you want to give back or put forward into our sport. A number of us put quite a bit of time and effort into growing our community as a whole, whereas others are more focused on their local initiatives. And this is just based on where you feel that you fit in best with the sport. And, we will simply ask whether or not you choose to be involved. And it's certainly no harm, no foul if you choose to not be involved and just provide ideas. However, if you do provide an idea to the working group, the expectation is that you are going to be part of the process and be engaged in some meaningful way as we move forward on those ideas. It's fairly straightforward. If you care the most about an idea, you'll end up in a leadership position for that program or initiative. In terms of your time commitment, again, it's just really falls on how much you want to be engaged with the community and what you want to see as the final output. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me at any time. And in terms of how we are actually structured, we are a trustee-based organization. It's not membership-based, and there are no fees associated with being a trustee. And it's really just about your time commitment that you want to put forward into whatever initiatives that we have going. We certainly have quite a few people that act in more of an advisory role who are trustees, and these people act as sounding boards and provide additional input to help us direct our efforts in the most meaningful way. Because we certainly do not want to take on action items and put a lot of time and effort into things that are not going to help us move forward in the sport. Our organization is fairly loose-knit. We're not as tight of an organization, much like your cycling club or cycling team. We are really driven by the passion and expertise of the group itself. In some ways, you can think of us pieces of our organization, being more of a coaching association or a coaching union in some ways. If we choose to take on an initiative regarding things that are very specific for the coaches that are a major portion of our group. All right, so thanks again for being engaged with the Youth Cycling Association and with the work that we do. And we hope that you continue to be helping the next generation of cyclists move forward in the sport.